Hey guys, it's Kimise, and I'm excited to be back for another episode of KimiseCraft. We are here in Season 2, Episode 2, and yep, my raging's over. I'm ready to play some Minecraft and everything. So, let me tell you what I've been about off camera, just so you guys have an idea of what's been going on. Oh, it's night again. You know, every time I start recording, it goes night. Oh, you notice I've already got myself a quick makeshift farm going on right here for my sugarcane. I have assembled myself some bamboo, so let's go and pick... Yeah, let's go and pick up some bamboo. I think we can do it without, getting too much problems. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Now, the bamboo is going to be really cool. This is a brand new 1.14 thing right here. And where the bamboo is going to really shine here, you guys will see it here in just a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. The way where we're going to see it really quick here is when we use scaffolding. Now, I don't have a use for scaffolding at the moment, but I want to go ahead and start collecting this stuff because this stuff just grows. Did you see how fast that grew back right there? This stuff just grows super fast. So you can actually make a really quick and easy farm out of it. I mean, in fact, all you really need is like a single piston, and an observer and a couple of and just a little bit of redstone dust to go ahead and do it. You can set up so it's like grabbing stuff and everything. Look at that. I just got out of that right there over 2 stacks of bamboo. Notice I have some kelp with me because I was needing that earlier. Other things I've been doing, I got some makeshift animal farms. I've got my sheep going on right here. Sheep are doing really, really good. In fact, let's just go. Oh, I had like several stacks. See, that bamboo is just like cool stuff. Okay, so I got my bait. Top Hat Joe discovered a pink sheep, and I went ahead and grabbed it and I drug it over here for my farm. Of course, with farms, early game farms, there's no quick way to get these guys to, there's no quick way to get these guys to turn it up. I mean, I haven't had a chance to make a cooker yet, but that might be something I make here. I gotta get my food source solved. What I've been doing is I've been killing pigs or doing bread. So that's what's been going on so far for food source, but I can go ahead and take care of that. In fact, let's go ahead and get a few more of these. There we go. Let's replant that. And now let's go ahead. We'll just go ahead and keep breeding the cows, because here's the deal. I think that's everybody in there. Yeah. Nice. So 6 cows? I thought I had more than that. They're all stuffed in there. Maybe I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and expand the cow pen a little bit. There we go. And we'll just keep doing this until we get what we need. But I need leather, and I need books. That's one of the reasons why I've been doing the sugarcane. You saw the sugarcane farm out there. If I let it grow while I'm working, when I come back out, I can harvest it, and I'll get like a stack and a half of sugarcane right there. And you saw how much bamboo I got and everything. And I just kind of keeping the stuff here. It's just a process. You just got to keep building up. I'm building up my wool store, so I got plenty of that for the next stage. Because before you can build the big farms, you got to do a few things. Notice I'm still in my iron, but I had a really good mining session earlier. I went ahead and got myself a stack and a half of diamonds. So I am ready to start building out again. But what I really need right now, before I do any of that, is we need some way to create some experience, okay? So there's a couple ways to create experience in 1.14, and there's a couple new ways that have been expanded upon from 1.13. Now, what we're going to do, since we found a spawner already, and since bone meal is a really cool thing to have, I think we're going to keep it pretty simple, and we're going to go ahead and finish up that skeleton spawner that we started last time. But one of the things I'm going to make over here in the industrial district is a crazy, I don't know if it's going to be crazy or not, but it's going to be a furnace experience-based farm. And that's what we're going to build over there. So notice I've also gone to the end. I've gotten my elevator here, and I've gotten my chute, which takes me all the way back down. I still haven't made my door closer yet for my chute, but that's okay. And so I got some soul sand, because we're going to need some soul sand to help us with the skeleton farm to get that going. Now, yes, there are a few issues right now that are going on with the with the way the mobs behave in water. I don't know if you guys have been noticing any of the reports on that. So hopefully we'll be able to make a standard skeleton grinder here with the great grinder that 8-Bit Kid found. And that's what we're going to do here first. So as opposed to boating over to her place and dealing with everything outside. See, right now, the one-player sleep data packs have not been working on the snapshots, okay? Now, the good news is, I don't know if you guys saw, but 1.14 will be out this Tuesday, according to Mojang. I mean, those guys are slamming it together. They're knocking out bugs left and right. They did another pre-release into 5 today that I've already got loaded up on the server, and it's already improved going in and out in the nether, which is really good. So there's still bugs. Like, for instance, half the time when I try to load into the nether, it goes ahead and times me out and kicks me off the server, and then I have to like load back in, but then I'm there. So it's not like a fatal flaw, it's just more annoying stuff. So I think they're trying to adjust that. They're going to fix that. What I did, though, is earlier, and this might have been a waste of time, but I felt it was worth it, is I went ahead and decided to go ahead and just build a path. Yep. Just go ahead and build a path all the way to the skeleton spawner. And that's the path that we're taking right now. We're going all the way to the skeleton spawner. Now this, what I can do here later is I was thinking about putting some rails in here, or after I got a silk touch thing, I can get some ice, and then we can go ahead and do this. But this is a lot safer than going out there with the night. I don't have to worry about night. And honestly, if you guys can't sleep off the day, the safest place is really in the caves. Believe it or not, the safest place is in the caves. So until we can get that one-player sleep there, unless I'm the only one on the server, I'm probably going to be in the caves most of the time, because it's really difficult to do stuff when it gets night and when the mobs start coming out if everything's not lit up. And I can tell you right now, I don't have anything lit up right now up around my area and up around what's going to be the farming/industrial zone. So so what I need to do is I need to be able to enchant, and to be able to enchant I need experience, and to do that I need a good experience farm. Plus I needed all those books. That's another reason why I'm working the cows, because I'm going to have to get as much leather out of them as I can, because when I go to enchanting I use books for my dull enchants. But the good news about this, with the grindstones now, you can actually get back your experience out of the books if you enchant it. So I might not need as many books as I thought, actually. So that's one of the reasons why I've been spending some time with the cows, to try to get those all breeded up so I can get enough leather so I can make a ton of books. So there's quite a bit been going on. Boy, that's a longer path than I remember. Okay, so here we are. We are back to the scene of the crime. We are here at the skeleton spawner. Now, let me just review. We're going to have water buckets at the corners of each one of these. So as soon as a skeleton spawns, boom, it drops down, comes down here. Now, I measured the drop for this, so the skeletons will hit there, then they'll move here, and they'll go all the way there. Now, this is where it comes funny, because right now the way the mobs have been working in the waters are wanting to bounce up and stuff like that. So right here, we're going to have our elevator. Now, I'm not sure exactly how we're totally going to negate the mob issue with that yet, but I've got the soul sand and everything to make the elevator. You'll see I've got the ladder right there, and that's what we're going to do, is we're going to go ahead and have the soul sand so that when a mob goes, whoo, he goes flying up there, and we're going to have to spend some time working out that. Now, a good grinder, what it's going to do is it's going to take a mob, such as a skeleton, and it's going to drop it about 20, I believe it's about 24 blocks. So the next step in this particular stage of the development of this farm is we've got to go ahead and let's see. I think I put it over here. Let's go grab some materials, because I'm going to need some materials such as some. Whoops, no, that's not where I want to go. Back over here. Let's go back up here, because up here, this is where I was stashing all the stuff that I was taking out of here. Okay, there we go. So good. So let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, is I died here. I died here, and one of the reasons I died last episode was because I ran out of air. So we are going to use one of the methods to keep air. So let's go ahead and try this. So if we come on up here, see, we have to go from 24 blocks. So we are at block level 11, okay? Now, what we want to do is we got to decide, are we going to keep it in this area? And I'm thinking this is the place to be. So we want to be able to drop them down 11. So 11 plus, well, actually, we're probably going to want to have the skeletons stop right about here. Okay, so let's just say, let's go ahead and take this out. Let's think about a little bit of the design work here. Okay, yeah, it looks like 8-Bit when see, 8-Bit Kid dug all this out, so I'm not sure what's what, why stuff was put where and everything, because this was just a cool spawner that she found down here in her branch mine. So, let's talk about how we're going to do this, because this is a really basic thing. We've already done most of the hard work of the spawner, which is the digging it out and everything. So, but what we have to do now is we have to get that skeleton drop. Okay, and so for instance, this is going to be blocked off so the skeletons go up. We might do some glass here just so we can watch the skeletons go up, because that's always really entertaining. But what we want to do, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm thinking we should go ahead and come out here. We're going to be right here just on the other side of the spawner, and the advantage of that is that that's going to keep that spawner running. Now we're also going to go ahead and in this area, one of the things we need to make sure we have in this area is an an enchanting station, because what do you always want beside your mob grinder? Well, you want enchanting. Ooh, love those creepy ambient sounds in Minecraft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dig this out just a little bit more, okay, so that we have plenty of room to set up an enchanting station. You know, I know some people have already set some stuff up there, but I'll be honest with you, I mean, you know, you got to have an enchanting station where you're getting your XP. So that's just a standard move that I make when I'm building, is if I have a grinder, I'm going to have an enchanting station beside it. So to keep it simple, okay, it's going to come up here, and I say we're going to go ahead and we're going to declare this is the spot. This is where we want our mobs to land, so we can stand there and we can go ahead and just get them. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just go ahead and kind of get this going straight up. So we are at 460, 353, and at 12. Okay, so if we add 12 up, that means we want them going up. We want this up to 36. We can go down to like 30. Well, instead of 36, 35. That way we make sure the skeletons don't die when they hit. Okay, and that's what we're shooting for. Now, what I learned the other day, and this is what kind of caused my death. Okay, is that when we come up here, we have ourselves a ravine, an underwater ravine. And part of my reason of my death down here, let's go ahead and, ooh. Yeah, so I mean, obviously we've got some challenges in here, right? Let's see if I can't make a pocket over here. Because we got to be able to work in here. That's the deal. Okay. See, like right over here, we got to have a place where we don't die. Exactly. See the great challenge? Let's go ahead and put one right up here too. That might help. Nice. I think we got it now. Okay. And let's go ahead and throw. There we go. Now we got a place we can work from. Alrighty. So the challenges of water and 113. In the late game, it's not so bad, because in the late game you can have some options. You know where to work from, right? So it's not terrible. But in the early games, messing with water can have serious consequences. Basically, earlier, I ended up stuck because of ladders. Apparently with ladders, if you have ladders in water, they want to push you up. So I couldn't go down the ladder again. And I didn't think we were that far down. Well, apparently we're really quite a far down. So I started going up, looking for a water pocket. Well, as you can tell, when you start to look around, there aren't that many accessible water pockets. Not that many. So I said, oh, heck, I started shooting up. Well, unfortunately, this is an underground, underwater ravine. If you look straight up, that's a ceiling. And you know what? I hit that ceiling and I died. Died quite quickly, actually. So that was a problem. Okay? So let's go ahead and mark this up. Now, this might take a little bit to go with, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cobblestone. Okay? And we're going to go to, let's see here, F3. We're going to go to about... Good, I think that's going to work. Except I need to go ahead and get down here before I die, and I lose everything again. See the challenges we got going right here? Now, I guess I could have found some turtles and gotten some scoots, and that would have helped me with water breathing. Or I could have just made some basic enchants and tried to get Respiration 1, but, well, such is life, right? I decided not to go that route. So, what I have to do is I have to finish building that chamber all the way up so that when we can get in there, we can go ahead and just add ladders and just build it all the way up until we get to the top part. So, let's go ahead and finish doing this real quick. Okay, so this right here is where the skeletons are going to, bye-bye health. This is where the skeletons are going to shoot up, okay? Whew, just like that. That's where the skeletons are going to shoot up. Now, I forgot my coordinates for where we're going to have them go down. So I'm going to go back down really quick over here. Whoa, okay, that caused me a bigger issue than I thought it would. Let's get rid of this guy here. I almost died again there. Nice. Don't you love almost dying? Okay, let's go ahead and make sure that this is spawn proof. Let's throw up some more torches. Okay, so basically we have that coming down now as well. So I need to go ahead and get that taken care of. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and finish working these chutes. Hopefully you guys have had fun watching me bumble around here. And once I get the chutes done, okay, really we're kind of in a really good position. So once we have the chutes done, we don't have as much to stress about. So let's see here. Well, I'll be back in just a little bit after I get some of this taken care of. Okay, guys, so this is Kimise. Through a whole lot of being very, very careful not to drown, right? Okay, and setting up little air pockets all over the place with these doors, I have now accomplished our chute. So basically we have this drop chute. This will drop them down about 23 blocks. I think that's pretty safe. If not, we can raise it or lower it some. That's not a big deal. And what that does is that brings the skeletons down to about a one-hit death. And that's exactly what you want at grinders. You want your mobs to be about a one-hit death. Now over here, this is our chute up, and this is what we got to work on now. Notice I let the skeletons a really nice little sign so that they know what to expect when they're having fun. And we want to make sure you put a sign there or something, because you don't want you want the water to come and push to right there, so it just drops them right off. Now this door, I'm just going to leave it there as a maintenance entrance. It should be fine. We're going to go ahead and leave the torch up there because it's not going to hurt anything. But what we have to work on now is this little mess right here, which is which is basically going to give us a place that we can go ahead and get our mobs launched up. So we're going to need a water source there. So let's just go ahead and, yeah, that's not going to hurt me to do that right now. And see how that goes in there like that? I'm just going to go ahead and grab another water source while I'm out here. There we go. And that way I have one in the bucket. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is our skeletons are going to shoot straight up here, and they're going to go across right there, just like that. But before we can do that, we've got to go ahead and finish this out. That means I've got to go ahead and take out all these ladders. So let's see if we can do this without any type of death. So let's just shoot down here. These ladders were, for good maintenance. Good. Uh-oh. We got to close that off too. And let's just take a pit stop break. So far, so good. No death. Notice you see we have our thing going up there. I'm going to leave it open like this because it's kind of fun to watch the skeletons go up like that. Let's go ahead and dump off notice I've got my kelp. That's going to come in really handy here in just a moment. Everything good so far. I've got some signs. They'll need those as well. Oh, did you see that? It says acacia sign. So that's another new 1.14 thing, which is you got all these great signs. Okay. Wow. Nice. Got that ladder holding back the flood. Well, before we do that, let's just go ahead and get this place in. So we got mobs coming down here. We're going to keep it 3 high because what we don't want to do is we don't want the mobs to get stuck. Does that make sense? We don't want the mobs to get stuck. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a sign there and a sign there. Okay, hopefully the mobs won't get stuck on those signs. I don't think they will, but that's going to keep the water from rushing out here. Because right here, what we're going to have is the water is going to flow in here. Oh, you know what? I need another sign. That's okay. I can still get out of here. I haven't put all the water down and got all the trapped up. So, the reason why I want a sign there, okay, is we don't want the water to flow into each other, so it's like combating and everything. So let's go ahead and let's just make some more acacia, because that's the most of any wood I have on me. Yeah, that's the sad thing, is I lost my multiple stacks of wood when I died in the horrible event. And look, I can just get rid of this right here. Nice. So we'll just do that. That way we don't have to worry about going down. Now, here we are. We're at the bottom. And perfect. Now the thing is, these right now are just this is just flowing blocks. So these aren't source blocks here. And the down thing, and if we could leave it like this, I would. If we could have this set up so that this would just go straight down without any signs, that'd be perfect. Because then you just walk in, walk out of it. But unfortunately, if it's a source block, it'll push out right next to it. So for instance, if this sign wasn't here, and if this was a source block, we'd have the water rushing down over here and trying to flow this way. Well, we want a one-way water flow. So we want the water to push the skeletons down like this, straight in here. Now, what we really need to do is we need to take these 4 blocks right here, and make them into ice. Unfortunately, that's just not going to be possible right now because none of us have silk touch. Yep. I was able to finally find some soul sand in the nether, and I'll tell you what, that was an adventure in itself. Okay, but none of us have silk touch right now, so unfortunately we're just going to do it without that. And I think it'll be okay. I don't think we're going to have a major problem. The skeletons may end up having to push themselves in to get into the thing, but I think that'll be okay. Now if we had all these as ice, as soon as they hit here, the water would push them and it'll just slide them right in, which is what we're looking for. Now before I can do any of this magic, okay, for this, and let's make sure I get a full breath, okay, is I'm going to need my kelp blocks, should I say my kelp? Now let's hear. Yes, good. It's kind of funny. You can put kelp on everything but soul sand. Well, maybe not everything, but I mean, everything but soul sand, which is kind of wild. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build the kelp. Now, what's great about the kelp actually turns us into a source block. So if you don't remember from last season with 1.13, okay, when you have kelp like that, it turns us all into, whoa, I don't want to fall down that because that might just kill me, okay? I don't have any feather falling boots now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see here. Let's see if I can get down. Whew, there we go. Pretty nice, right? Okay, now, here is the fun part. Going to watch those skeletons go up super fast because now, since we have them all source blocks, we can use that great soul sand trick with 1.13 and watch them all shoot up. Very, very nice. We are almost at go time. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix a few things up on out there. I'm going to go ahead and get some water because we've got a whole bunch of water to lay down before we can do this, and then I'll bring you back for the final test. Hey guys, so this is Kimise. This is what I've been doing is I've been taking the torches out now, so let's take a look. I think I'm about to get the last one. Okay? So if you look around, yeah, I do got a couple holes I got to fill in. But what I've been doing is I've been going around making sure I've been getting all the holes out. Now they've been spawning, and as they see me when they spawn, they always shoot off something. So let's go ahead and take care of this last torch. Boom. Oh, whoa. Those guys got real aggressive real fast. Let's go ahead and close this off. Leave a torch here because we don't want this to be a dangerous place. There we go. That's our collection zone. So let's go through here and let's finish out the place, and let's see how effective our new tool is, because that's what this is. These are just tools to go ahead and help you play the game. Ooh, man, it's nice and dark. Yeah, with the new rules and the new lighting stuff, I can't have like a watch. It used to be you could put like a slab in there and you can still watch and make sure everything was working. I know there's another trick to it, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Whoa, yep, those guys are definitely aggressive. Okay, spawner is working, spawner is up. So let's see what we've got going on. Now the next trick is going to be, are they, oh, look at that. So, yep, there they go. They are shooting straight up. Fantastic. And what they're doing is then they're moving straight over and they're coming over here. Let's see if this works. Okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful experience. And all the other stuff that comes with it. Check it out. And then also with that, you get bones, you get that. We're going to be getting a whole bunch of other junk like leather pants. But you know what? That might be better than the pants I'm wearing, so I guess I won't complain. There we go. Got myself a bow. That's another great thing about skeleton spawners compared to some of the other ones. Yeah, let's go. Pretty cool stuff. You can always, let's go ahead and just put some of this stuff away. Let's see here. I don't really need any of that. There we go. And cool. This is really sweet. Loving it already. Awesome. So I'm already at 40 levels. All I need is some books and an experience. Some books and a little library area, and I've got this thing ready to go, guys. Fantastic. So, you know what? And with that, I'm going to call it an episode for this week. So this week, yeah, it would have gone a little faster had I not died a few days ago. But the good news is we got a skeleton grinder on the server, so we're going to get plenty of bone meal, and I like bone meal. We're going to be able to enchant all of our stuff up and everything, and we're going to be able to start getting up to the point where we can go ahead and take on the dragon, because that's the next step, is we want to get through all this stuff so we can get that dragon, and we can go ahead and then go to the end, and then we can get shulker boxes so we can move stuff around. That's a big deal to me, and get all those benefits, and we can fly again, get some elytra. So guys, this is Kimise. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you're hitting that bell so you don't miss any more episodes. This is season 2. Hey, and if you are a builder and you are committed to work on a server for a long period of time and help us build something really awesome, shoot me an email to the email in the comments, in the description, and let me know. I'd love to see what you do, and I'm looking for guys that want to play. Thanks, guys. This is Kimise. Bye-bye.